Hey there everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. Also, you might have noticed, as the screen was zooming down there, you might have seen something a little to the north of us. That's our destination. But before we can get there, we're going to have to pass through the Limestone Cave. Seriously, just look at how beautiful this is, though. I mean, look at that background art. Look at the water. I always thought the water in this game looked really, really good. I gotta say, I think The Legend of Dragoon has some of the best pre-rendered backgrounds and just background graphics in general of any game. Or not even really just background graphics, but just screen graphics of like any PS1 game. Not necessarily because it's super realistic or high definition or anything like that, because there are some PS1 games that technically look better, but I just mean like from an aesthetic sense. I really like Dragoon the most, probably. Also, you might have noticed that there are different normal battle themes in this game. There are several different normal battle themes, and they vary depending on the area you're in. Oh, okay, that didn't poison her. That attack has a chance of poisoning a character, but thankfully it did not hit. Oh, and also that treasure down there, that healing potion, that's another treasure that I didn't find until several playthroughs in. I believe I found that one on my own, though. It's nothing special, it's just that I never knew that that was there for a while. And yeah, here is a new sword for Dart. You know, we could also put the knight... Actually, I forgot. I usually put the knight shield on one of them. Yeah, Dart needs the knight shield. Bracelet is completely useless, by the way. Like, this game's default accessories have got to be some of the most useless default accessories in any game ever. Oh, I didn't do that right. You have to slide down the water in the right way so that you can get to both of those chests. Well, right off the bat, you've seen the most annoying thing these guys can do. That has a chance of causing a status effect called arm blocking, which prevents you from doing physical attacks. Obviously, that could be really aggravating at this phase in the game, this stage in the game. It doesn't last until after battle, though, I don't think. Well, as you can see, Shauna cannot attack. I think it gets cured after you win a fight. There are some status effects in... Oops, I missed that. There are some status effects in this game that last after a battle. But I believe that one gets cured instantly. Yes, it did. Good. Yeah, we need to slide that way. Alrighty. 20 gold. It may not sound like that much, but in The Legend of Dragoon, gold is kind of a... It's kind of a scarce resource. There will never be a point in this game where you're getting like thousands of gold per monster kill or anything like that. Like, the gold in this game... It's kind of like in Dragon Quest. You know, like how in Dragon Quest games, it's like the amounts of gold you get are never really that massive. And the general prices of things are like a lot lower than they would be in other RPGs. Yeah, Dragoon is kind of like that. As you've probably already noticed from like the shop prices and things. Uh-oh. Come on, help him, Dart. I was just around. I don't know, that just sounds weird. And the Yowie fangirls went wild. No. Dart and Lavis are just bros. They are best bros. Oh, whoops. Now notice that thing hopping around down there. We'll be able to go down there in a little bit. Oh, there's 100 gold. That's better. By the way, am I the only one who think that thing down there looks like a mutated Patamon from Digimon? It seriously looks like Patamon with, like, antennae and, like, darker colors to me. So I always thought that's what that thing looked like. I've literally never heard anyone else say this before, so I kind of wonder if I'm, like, the only one. Yeah, rock fireflies have a healing effect. They're basically free healing points, and you can use them as much as you want. Although they're kind of a rarity throughout the game. I don't think you ever find more than 3 of them. I think there's only 3 rock fireflies in the entire game. And that might make you think the game's really short, considering we just found the first one, but no. Actually, I believe we won't be seeing any more rock fireflies until Disc 2. Now, let's keep going this way. There's treasure chests over here. Angel's Prayer. Always good to have a few of those. Another burnout. By the way, that screen transition graphic is actually messed up on the PS2. The way that's actually supposed to look is like the screen is supposed to start like basically fading away from the bottom up. Like it's sort of just like, it kind of just like goes blurry and kind of crumbles away from like the bottom all the way up to the top. But yeah, on the PS2 that kind of distorts. I don't know, maybe it's because I have the smoothing feature on. Maybe that does cause bugs. I have no clue. But yeah, that's not what it's supposed to look like. Oh good, that just outright missed. Okay, now it is time to move on. If we go up here, then we'll be able to now chase after a mutant Patamon. Get back here. Yeah, just keep running after him, and eventually you'll catch him. There we go. Then he does that, and for some reason leaves us a chest. And that contains a poison guard. You know, I don't usually use, like, status avoiding accessories in this game, but I'm going to go ahead and slap that on Lavitz, because the next boss can cause poison to us, so if one character's protected from that, then that'll help out. Oh, another thing I may not have mentioned, if you guard, it completely nullifies status effects, so if you do get hit with, like, a status-causing attack and you're guarding, it will never affect you. With the exception of instant death attacks, those cannot be guarded against. But all other types of statuses can.
Yes! Double lash!
I should probably check the addition progress after this fight and see how everyone's doing. Ah, well, there the poison finally hit. We're going to have to use a body purifier. Because that does not go away after battle. Oh, look at that. Double Slash just suddenly powered up. It must have gained a level. Yeah, I need to check my, addition progress here. Oh, 61 out of 80. Good. Alright. We're going to be able to move on to Volcano before too long. Charm Potion. Who needs it? Actually, Charm Potions do have an effect in battle. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before. That's actually something that I did not know, like, until more recently, but yeah, Charm Potions actually, they have some effect on an enemy. I forget what it does. I think it might block their moves for a set number of turns. I'm not sure. I don't even need the things, so I'm just going to try using one in the next fight. There's another body purifier, which is good, because the boss is coming right up. And there's a bandana, which is completely and entirely useless. Because Lavitz... Oh, right! I completely forgot to equip the leather jacket on Shauna. But yeah, why do they even give you a bandana? Like, Lavitz starts with the salad, if that's how you pronounce that. Like, why do they give you a bandana? Like, he's the only one that can equip it. Well, actually, there might be another character who can equip it, maybe, but it's pathetic. There's absolutely no point having it. Like, there's no point giving the player one. I don't get it. Oh, maybe it's a boss. Oh, yeah, you know, I don't think I spoke to them, but, maybe I did, because I don't remember speaking to them, but, Back in Celis, there is actually there's an NPC which talks about a guardian in the Limestone Cave. So that's like some foreshadowing to this event right here. I believe they talk about how nobody can pass through the Limestone Cave because of it. Meet Urobolus, which I'm like 100% sure is a mistranslation of Ouroboros or Ouroboros or however you pronounce that. Seriously, I've heard it pronounced in different ways, so I really have no idea how it's actually pronounced. Well, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, we're gonna destroy this boss.
Yes! Double slash! Harpoon!
Now, actually, I kind of would like to get a little bit more addition practice in on this guy. I'm not going to completely nuke him. You know, considering double slash is going to be mastered before a huge amount of time has passed. I believe I said before that I like to use bosses in this game as addition practice most of the time. Usually I do nuke through this guy with magic attacks from Shauna, but we'll do a little more additions this time. I think he's already below half HP now. There's his poison attack. And hey, he attacked Lavitz. Good, because Lavitz can't be affected by that.
Yes! Double slash!
Yeah, I'm just going to attack. I'm going to keep using additions up until a certain point. And that point is now. Yeah, at a certain point in the fight, he will spew, like, gas at you, and then he'll crawl up here. Now, at this point, if you try attacking him with Lavitz or Dart, yeah, you can't hit him, because he's too high up. So at this point, the only way to hit him is either with Shauna's arrows or by throwing attack items at him. I'm going to throw one more at him, and then I'll probably just wait for him to come down and finish him with additions. Because he will eventually come back down. Also, no, even though it looks really toxic, that attack right there cannot poison you. Just in case anyone's wondering. I believe after this turn, he should slither on back down to the floor. Here we go. Time to finish you off.
Double slash!
By the way, keep a close eye on his like idle movements. There, you see how his like little flinch animation reset faster than usual there? That's how you know if you kill a boss. It's like if their idle animations seemingly like flinch back, then yeah, it means you hit the final blow. It's a thing that I noticed over the years. And yes, for some bosses, Dart will run up and finish them off after you deplete their HP. I like that about this game. It's interesting. Also, to be more clear about it, yeah, it's like... You know, like when you attack an enemy, they have like a flinch or like a knockback animation? Well, you'll notice on bosses that when you deplete all the boss's HP, their little knockback, like flinch animation will reset itself like really quickly, and they'll like reset to like their default little idle animation. Whatever you want to call that. It's very similar to like in Wild Arms. Like in Wild Arms, I pointed out that when you deplete a boss's HP, their animations will like completely stop right before they stop dying. It's similar to that. So it's completely useless knowledge, but I just find it interesting. Two more enemies want to try to stop us from getting out of the cave. Well, let's see if they can succeed. My money's on Dart and crew.
Yes! Double slash!
Yeah, run away. And there's the exit to the cave. You know, I always thought this final brute out of the cave kind of looked like a giant snake, the way it coils around. And those stalactites hanging up there, they look like fangs to me. Anyway, here is our next battle. And then after this next battle, it's time to head on into our first major city. Oh, hello there, special enemy. Okay, now, the Legend of Dragoon has several special enemies in the game. Now, think of these guys kind of like the metal slimes from Dragon Quest. They have really high defense, really high evasion, they like to run a lot, and you can only deal like 1 point of damage to them if you manage to hit them. But they have very, very low HP. I believe this one has 4 HP. And all of the special monsters, it ran away. If we managed to kill the yellow bird, it would have dropped some gold for us. I think it drops like 100 gold, maybe 200, I'm not sure. But yeah, special monsters will either drop like a larger than average amount of gold or EXP. It varies per monster. Anyway, I believe we will end this episode right here. And on the next episode, we're going to head on into the we're going to head on into the Indels Castle. Yeah, Indels Castle, capital Bale. It has a lot of good stuff in it. Anyway, see ya, everyone.